Welcome back you guys to another video. This is a quick update for the Peter Thiel Bridgetown SPAC Tokopedia merger. For those of you invested in Btwn, I have some not so great news. Make sure to watch until the end of the video for the good news. If you haven't already watched my previous video on this merger, click on the card above to watch that video. If you're new here, welcome to Options Temple, where we attempt to enter our trades and investments at the best possible time. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell to join our Options Temple community. And as always, timing is everything. Get notified so you don't miss an opportunity. I just found this article headlining that Gojek is in talk with Tokopedia for a $18 billion merger. The deal could combine Indonesia's two most valuable startups. Gojek is in advanced discussions about merging with local e-commerce pioneer Peter Tokopedia, ahead of a planned initial public offering of the combined entity. The country's two most valuable startups have signed a detailed term sheet to conduct due diligence of each other's businesses. Both sides see potential synergies and are keen to close the deal as soon as possible in coming months, they said. This is looking to be more than a rumor. Both companies are signing paperwork to conduct due diligence. This is not looking good for Peter Thiel. The merged entity would create an Indonesian internet powerhouse with a combined valuation of more than $18 billion. Its businesses range from ride-hailing and payment to online shopping and delivery, a local mashup of Uber Technologies, PayPal Holdings, Amazon.com, and DoorDash Inc. It plans to go public in the US and Indonesia. This is good news if you're excited to invest in Tokopedia, but it would be through a different ticker symbol and not Btwn. Gojek and Tokopedia have considered a potential merger since 2018, but discussions accelerated after deal talks between Gojek and arch-rival Grab Holdings. Grab Chief Executive Officer Anthony Tan continues to resist pressure from SoftBank's group Masayoshi-san to give up some control in a combined entity with Gojek. Southeast Asia's two most valuable startups, together worth about $25 billion, held on and off talks to combine after years of fierce competition in ride-hailing, food delivery, and financial technology. As recently as December, the companies were said to have made substantial progress in working out a deal to combine, but they clashed over how to manage Indonesia, the key market in the region. Sun, who had been steadfast supporter of Tan in the past, is losing patience with the Grab co-founders' reluctance to cede some control and is now supporting a merger between Gojek and SoftBank-backed Tokopedia. The two homegrown tech pioneers have common investors, Google, Temasek Holding, and Sequoia Capital. Tokopedia is also backed by Alibaba, which has its own e-commerce unit in the region of Lazada. Big names behind these two companies. This is huge. Unfortunately, if they go through a traditional IPO, the chances of a great investing opportunity entry will most likely not happen. I like to invest in SPACs since I'm able to size up in a sub $20 stock. And from the figures, some potential players that come to mind is maybe Pershing Square Holdings, PSTH, or maybe SoftBank's new holdings, but I believe they're not able to merge with any of their invested companies, and potentially Peter Thiel. And you also have WPA, William Foley's new SPAC. I think top of my head, we have Pershing Square, we have Peter Thiel still possibly in the run, we have William Foley, and we have the last one is SoftBank, but that one's questionable. The firms are valued at about $10.5 billion and about $7.5 billion respectively, according to the people familiar with their accounts, and merger ratios are currently under discussion. Founders of the two companies have been friends since their inception more than 10 years ago and anticipate an amicable alliance. Grab and Gojek discussions were more contentious, had not progressed enough for them to sign a term sheet. A combined Gojek and Tokopedia would dominate in Indonesia, one of the world's fastest growing internet economies. Their planned US listing would provide global investors an alternative to Sea Limited, the only major Southeast Asian internet company listed in the US. Sea shares climbed almost 400% last year, boosted by their growing popularity of its mobile gaming and online shopping platforms. A deal between Gojek and Tokopedia is likely to face less regulatory opposition than the deal previously under consideration. The combination of Grab and Gojek would reduce competition in ride-hailing, delivery, and digital payments in Southeast Asia, a prospect over which government officials have already expressed reservations. The companies are contemplating several options for a public offering. They could choose a traditional IPO in Indonesia and in the US, or work with a blank check company for the US listing. A handful of blank check companies have held discussions with the two companies in recent months. Okay, this is good news. Potential SPAC deal still on the table. This is really good news. Southeast Asia's unicorns are entering a stage of maturity where investors require an exit, such as a traditional sale or IPO, said Mark Robinson, Asia Pacific Head of Technology, Media and Telecom at international law firm Herbert Smith Freehills. It is driving companies to look at a host of options, some novel and challenging. Tokopedia said last month it hired Morgan Stanley and Citigroup Inc. as advisors to help accelerate its plan to go public, following a Bloomberg News report that Bridgetown Holding, the blank check company backed by billionaire Richard Lee and Peter Thiel, is considering a potential merger with the e-commerce giant. The special purpose acquisition company is exploring the structure and feasibility of a deal with Tokopedia. Quote, "We have not decided yet which market and method. We are still considering options," the Jakarta-based company said in a statement on December 16. SPAC is a potential option that we would consider, but we have not committed to anything at the moment. And there you have it. That's where we stand in the opportunity for investing in Tokopedia. The best possible outcome is if these two companies merge and IPO through a SPAC. I would cash out my bank accounts and go all in. That's pretty much it for this video. If you liked this video or found this information useful, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell to see more trading and investing ideas. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is for entertainment purposes only. And as always, timing is everything. Get notified so that you don't miss an opportunity.